All right, we are live. What's going on? It is UFC 296 fight week. I still got videos to do, but I figured I'd jump on a live for a little bit. I released 2 videos early today. My cuts video, and last night I released my full card predictions. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I just happen to be looking through my comments right now, and I'm fucking dying. I just seen the funniest comment. It's left 15 seconds ago. I just happened to see it. I haven't looked through my comments since I posted the videos earlier. And I haven't even read this in its entirety, but I just skimmed through it, and I think it's fucking hilarious. This is the all-caps 6th time I've seen MMA Joey say that Colby Covington was in, quote, witness protection program, end quote. That is a lie. That is a rumor made up by Jorge Masvidal and perpetuated by MMA Joey and no one else ever. I've told Joey this a bunch of times, but Joey enjoys lying to his subscribers for some weird reason that I don't understand. I guess he thinks we're stupid or something. Anyone can go search this information and see that Joey's lying. Besides that super annoying crap, this is another good video. This card is going to be badass, and I can't wait to see the People's Champion taking his rightful place on the throne. Make MMA great again, Colby. You know I love you, Joey, but I refuse to tolerate disinformation in MMA media. Not even from you. That's funny. That is mad funny. He doesn't realize I started the witness protection joke. So, I started the witness protection joke. So, I don't know. This guy's, I guess he's commented multiple times saying, Joey, you don't know what you're talking about. So, what's up, JJ? What's up, Jigsaw? What's up with the thumbnail? I just used the thumbnail that I used last week. Maybe we'll get some breaking news. I don't know. I didn't mean to blue ball you or anything. I was about to watch the Weasel's video. Good thing you went live. I'm glad I could save you. Looking sharp with the haircut and a fresh new shirt. This is not a new shirt. I've had this shirt for like maybe 3 years before I started the channel. Definitely, I had it, but I don't know for that much longer than that. That is one of the funny. I skimmed it. I usually don't read comments that's that long. You know, when it's 3 paragraphs long, I usually don't read it. But dude said, I will not tolerate that misinformation. This is a lie perpetuated, and I've told you multiple times, Joey. Someone said the first honorable mention is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, the first honorable mention in the new top 3 things I love about UFC 296 is a straight heater. Straight heater. One of my favorite honorable mentions of all time. One of my favorite honorable mentions of all time. But the full card picks are out. We're cruising to 5K views already, which is pretty good. A lot of watch time, which is always good. So if you guys have not checked it out, I have my entire UFC 296 playlist at the top of my channel now. So if you go to my channel, you can easily find every video I've made about UFC 296. Reasons I love, full card picks, reasons I hate, video about Ian Garry and Colby Covington, talking about how deep the fight card is. I have a couple fight ideas that I might do for fight week. But we'll see what I get to. I do want to make a video about Leon being a hypocrite, but I don't know if I'm going to really find time to do that. And I want to make a video about Ian Machado Garry should skip the presser. But we'll talk about that a little bit on stream as well. Anyhow, what's up, Mixed Martial Arts? Joseph, I see the YouTube chat has an update. What do you mean it has an update? Let me take a look. I'm going to have to try to time somebody out. I'm seeing if it gave me the timeout. So, JJ Smoke, if I time you out, this is a mistake. I don't mean to do it. Oh, it finally gives me the option on the thing to decide how long to time people out for. So, that's good. What's up, time me out? I can now choose the length of timeout. So, I just timed you out. Fresh cut, fight week, vlog week. I'm going to if I do my main event prediction, which I will, but you know, if I do it tonight, I'm going to try to remember to go fight week, vlog week. And only the OGs will know that. Only the OGs will know that. Fight week, vlog week. But yeah. Fight week, vlog week. So. Bring back Dana's vlogs. I like your cut, G. Thank you, Cole. But it's always fight week, vlog week around here. You don't understand how happy I am that you know that. If you think about it, Majin, we're essentially like the OGs who were remembering things that like isn't like, I don't want to say it isn't common knowledge because nobody's hiding it, but it's like no one, that's like little Easter eggs that no one else will know if you weren't watching the sport back then. Like you ready for me to blow your mind with a memory that you probably don't even know you have, Majin? You ready for me to blow your mind? Let me know when you're ready. Dana White's vlogs were better than the embeddeds. Yeah, they were. I miss prime time. I miss prime time. Prime time was straight up banger. I've been a hardcore fan since '08. Fight week, vlog week, buddy. What will the robbery of the night be? I'm going to say Tony Ferguson gets the win and gets robbed brutally. Paddy Pimblett gets the decision. Paddy Pimblett gets the decision. It's a brutal robbery. And we're going to be like, fight week, vlog week. Let me put this up. But hopefully there's no robberies. But the judges are so bad nowadays. It's like impossible to really know what they're going to do. Like I'm not confident going into any judges' scorecards. So been a hardcore since '08, so you know exactly what we're talking about, Jigsaw. Kid 95. Dude's been a fan since he was 13 years old, I guess. Dude's been a fan since he was 13. Missed out on what happened with Gary during the stream. Why is that cuck not going to the presser? Now, I just put that in there. I think he shouldn't go to the presser. I think he would get so much publicity by not going to the presser. I think it'd be worth not going to the presser. Think about it. Nick Diaz's entire brand is not showing up for press conferences, and it's only made him bigger. I think if Ian Garry just flat out refused to show up for the press conference and like he told Dana ahead of time and he said, look, Dana, I want you to complain about me not being there, that would elevate the fight week. That would only help him in my opinion. Now, I think he could go there and just troll, which I'd like to see him do if he does go, which he will go. I'd like to see him go there and troll. But I think you should skip it. If you were around for the Nick Diaz press conference skippings, you know how much it elevated Nick Diaz's persona. So, yeah, I got into it because of Brock Lesnar. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think a lot of people got into it because of Brock Lesnar. I don't want to say Brock Lesnar is the reason I got into the sport, but he definitely made me interested in the sport, just knowing him from when I watched WWE as a kid. But I started watching. I always wanted to watch, but I never had like a friend to watch with, so I never got into it. And the story of how I got into the sport was one of my friends hit me up and said, "Hey man, you want to go out to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch UFC 114? They're showing the pay-per-view." And I said, "Hell yeah, let's go out to Buffalo Wild Wings." And we got there, and it was just fucking swamped, man. It was packed as hell. He said, "Hey man, let's just split it, and let's just go buy the pay-per-view and we'll split it. We'll split the cost of it." And we split the cost of it, and then and that was a shitty card, but basically from then on out, I was hooked almost. Like, within a couple pay-per-views, I was completely hooked, and I've been watching every event since I think I've watched every event since 2011, but I got into it pretty hardcore in 2010. Back when it used to be Fight Week, Vlog Week. Why is the Dana White announcement? I just used that thumbnail from last week. My bad, dude. Are you saying you got into UFC because of Buffalo Wild Wings? I didn't watch it at Buffalo Wild Wings. My buddy asked me to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, but we ended up ordering it. But I actually saw a car accident. Not a horrific car accident, but a bad car accident. And I had to squeeze in between the car accident to get where I need to go. I was like, I'm not missing these fights. I was a casual until 271 Izzy Whittaker too. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy how many people slowly become fans, Why isn't the community that attacked Izzy and calling him gay because of his manager saying a word about DDP? I mean, it's just fans pick certain fighters they like and dislike and then make up fan fiction to hate on them, whether it's Ian Garry and his wife, or it's Israel Adesanya and his dog. People just like to make shit up. It's weird. Fight Week, Vlog Week, it's time for Home Take 2 UFC 300 main event. Please no. Fight Week, Vlog Week is such a throwback. You ready for another throwback? Majin never responded, but one of the vlogs, Dana White gets surgery on his ear. Who remembers that? When you're like reaming out his ear? Does anybody remember that? I don't know what vlog that would be, but I remember that. I remember that heavily. Fight week, vlog week. Which is just craziness. Yes, sir. You remember that? The cut is fresh. The shirt is fresh. I didn't get a good look at the shoes, but I'm sure they were phenomenal. Thank you, Snaglord. Off topic, I honestly think Dana White's super fight that he's working on is either Holloway, Sterling, or Whitaker Usman. Ew. I don't remember that, but he needs another surgery because he's deaf. Fair enough. The fight that got me into the sport was Burns Hamza. I'm a newer fan, but I've gone down a rabbit hole of UFC though YouTube. That's crazy, dude. So a newer fan, huh? Newer fan. That's wild, dude. That's what, last April? If I'm not mistaken. Last April. Didn't get a good look at the shoes, but I'm sure they were phenomenal. I'm worried about Dom Reyes' fight for 298. Dom Reyes is going to get slept badly, bro. Carlos Ulberg is going to sleep Dom Reyes. It's not going to be good at all. It's really not going to be good. It's whoever made that matchup is going straight to hell. Whoever made that matchup is going straight to hell, my friend. It's but they went so ferociously after Izzy and won't say a goddamn word about DDP. I can't stand the community. I'm embarrassed to tell anyone I'm a UFC fan. Hey, man, don't worry about it. It is what it is. The fan base is going to be the fan base, and they're going to do weird things. And, you know, realistically, they shouldn't be going after anyone for weird, made-up kind of topics like that anyway. So, do you believe Colby versus Hendricks would have been competitive? Hendricks in his prime would have brutally KO'd Colby, in my opinion. And when I say Hendricks in his prime, I mean like before he was just useless, basically. Uriah Faber during the WEC days is when I fell in love with MMA. I'm from Sacktown. And Alpha Male was full of killers at that point. I think a lot of people really liked Uriah Faber. I think a lot of people still do. It's crazy that he's been gone. Reyes should go to PFL after getting slept by Ulberg. Dude, I don't even think PFL is going to want that dead carcass. You think they're going to want that dead carcass? I wouldn't want it. Pause. I wouldn't want that filthy, dead carcass. I can't believe one fight card for the rest of the year. I'm actually sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach. We only got one fight card for the year. I wish they had one on the 21st and then they took like 3 weeks off instead of 4 weeks off. They wanted Brunson, so hell yeah, they'll want Reyes, maybe. What's up, Ricky? WEC was so good. I never even watched too much WEC. Who are the top 3 dead corpses in the UFC? There's quite a few. Ferguson's one of them. Dom Reyes is one of them. Who else is another one? Hot take. Robert Whitaker's one of them. That's a hot take right there. I think Robert Whitaker's just given up on himself. I think he's just given up on himself. Who watched the full card predictions already? Who watched the full card picks? Fill me in, boys. Who watched it? What happened to Cater? He beat Giga, robbed by Emmett, unlucky injury against Allen. I think, doesn't he have a fight booked? I think he has a fight booked. The Boston finisher. He does not have a fight booked. I thought he got booked against someone. I watched the picks. What did you guys think of it? What did you guys think of my predictions? What do you think my overall pick ratio is going to be? I want to end the year on a high note. I would literally cream myself if I could go 14 for 14. If I could go 14 for 14, I would cream my pants. Joey got a Damon cut to get ready for 296. That I did. I said, give me the Damon Jackson. You forgot Cody as a top 3 dead corpse. He's still got a little bit of life in him. He's still kind of squirming around, you know. He's still squirming a little bit. The light in the back right kills the shot. Looks like a fire. The light in the back kills the shot. Looks like a fire hazard. What are you talking about? This light? Dude, it makes it look so much better. Watch this. Alexa, turn off the Edison lamp. Look how dumb the picture looks overall. It doesn't look good. Alexa, turn on the Edison lamp. Looks so much better that way. So, honestly, agree that your mentality on Patty beating Tony. I'd hate to pick him and watch him lose. Yeah, it's true. Which card did you have the best pick percentage? I've had a couple really good ones, but the one that I remember off the top of my head, I got only one wrong, and that was Mackenzie Dern, Angela Hill card. So, I got one wrong. I almost picked Royval, but I don't know. I'm pretty confident Royval gets it done. He's just got to fight a little bit smarter. Imagine paying a witness Bilal sniff taint. Why are you always saying the weirdest shit, dude? Joey, wasn't the one you got wrong a robbery too? You're mixing up two stories. One of them, I bet the card, but I had like a couple different picks from my actual picks where there was like toss-up fights. It was the Strickland and Mavov card, and I bet the full card, but they weren't all the same picks. And if Ketlin Vieira didn't get robbed against Raquel Pennington, I would have won like something like $3,000 for my full card bet. So, Michael Johnson ruined a clean sweep for you too. I know. Joey, how does that lamp work? What specifically do you want to know about how it works? What specifically? Joey, are you confident in Gaziev because I think Boudet wins? No, I do not. I'm not confident, but I do think Gaziev wins. Boudet is getting better. He does have good volume, but I think Gaziev will be able to out-grapple him. But I'm not confident in it by any means. I'm not confident by any means. Bilal versus Dariush for a super fight. Insanely low MMA IQ. Okay. Electricity. Yes. Yo, Joey, do you think Lucas Tracy has good takes on his fight predictions? I'm not really super familiar with a lot of his fight picks, to be honest. I just don't have time to pay attention to that stuff. But I think he's kind of like animated and entertaining from like what I've seen. And I think a lot of people just like to trash him because he kind of goes like super confident from whatever he picks. He just goes super confident on. But I don't know, like, you know, I've only heard of the really bad ones. So it's like I don't really have a good sample size to know, you know. But it's hard picking fights regardless, you know. If people weren't hypocritical, TJ Dillashaw about Roy John Jones, he would be respected for his crazy run and skill set. Yeah, the problem with TJ is he was injecting EPO into his asshole. He was injecting EPO into his ass. So that's why people don't give him a pass, because it's injectable only. You were wrong about Islam Oliveira? Okay. I don't understand. Like, what's the point of bringing that up? Damn, I slept like shit last night. I'm tired as hell. Dillashaw admitted to cheating with Jones, act like he never cheated. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of a double standard. But the problem is Dillashaw injected EPO into his ass. You can't give him credit for admitting to using it when he had no out. When he had no out. He was caught with an injectable only. I lost 5 on TJ Cruz. He fought with a I lost $5 on TJ Cruz. He fought with a messed up shoulder. TJ owes me 5. You mean Aljo? You mean Aljo? So, Bones' opponents were juiced. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them were using PEDs too. Steroids or not, TJ's a legend. I mean, I wouldn't say a legend, but I get what you're saying. John did the same thing. His legacy isn't tarnished, Joey. Dude, everyone talks about Jones using PEDs. So let's not act like not everyone talks about that. Everyone does talk about that. All right, dude, come on. If you're going to just send dumb shit in the chat 24/7, let's just do this. Let's just get ready, you. Let's get ready. I'm fine. I'm glad you can finally adjust the timeout time on PC. Yeah, wasn't he on like the luggage rotation? Wasn't he on the luggage rotation, like hitting pads, trying to be funny on like an embedded or some shit? I vaguely remember that. When people talk about the double standard, TJ and John, why do they never come to the conclusion they should both be removed from the sport? I don't know. I don't think it is a double standard. I think everyone shits on both of them. I think a little bit of, I would say there's a little bit more heat towards TJ, but that's because TJ had injectable only. Injectable only. He got caught red-handed. People give him credit for fessing up. He had no choice but to fess up. The substance that they caught in his system was only able to be used by injection. So, who's the luckiest champ of all time besides Aljo? Who's the unluckiest champ of all time? Damn, I don't know. Unluckiest champ of all time, Renan Barão. Renan Barão, luckiest champ of all time, Chris Weidman. Dude should have never been champ. Whenever Jones is in a GOAT discussion, people always bring up cheating, which they should. TJ was in a great time period. Yeah. Yep. TJ tried to close down a whole division, though, by cheating, which was disgusting. I'm going to go down and kill off the flyweight division. Is there any UFC news you have to type it in the thumbnail? I'm hoping there might be some news tonight, but I just used the thumbnail from last week. And now I feel bad. I'm probably going to have to change it. I just didn't feel like making a second thumbnail, so I just used what I had in my documents and my files. So, maybe there'll be some news tonight. I thought Weidman KO'd Silva fair and square. He did, but it was kind of fluky. He kind of got lucky. Silva was kind of toying with him, got clipped. I always thought it was a fluke. It's hard to hate Jones because he keeps winning. Yeah, meanwhile, TJ's leaving the USADA pool just to cheat. He's going to be back next year, 100%. He'll be back next year. 100%. Yeah, with his shirt off, too. TJ was hitting the pads in the airport with his shirt off on the baggage claim. Nico Montana, the luckiest champ, yeah. I mean, not really. I feel like Rockhold got very unlucky. Yeah, it took a short notice fight, got KO'd, and it was never the same. You're probably right. That's crazy. Dude got KO'd by Bisping and was literally never the same. Did he win a fight since? He won one fight since that. Imagine if I told you the night he brutalized Chris Weidman. I mean, he looked like an absolute world beater the night he beat up Chris Weidman. Imagine if I told you he only would win one more fight after that. That's wild. The sport comes at you fast. Think about that. Think back to the perception of Luke Rockhold the night he beat up Weidman. And then think about the way his career went since then. Bisping super lucky, agreed. I'd love for TJ to come back and sleep sugar. That would be a dream come true. Is Colby similar to Chael? Yes. But not as clever. That'd be crazy if TJ comes back next year. Cruz was super unlucky. Kept getting injured. Torn groin. Multiple torn ACLs. It was horrible. Marlon Moraes fell off a cliff. Dude, the chin of Marlon Moraes. I thought for sure he would be an undisputed champion. He would be an undisputed champion. And it's really crazy that that's the way it went. Rockhold was looking unbeatable when he beat Weidman. Yeah, I picked Rockhold to beat Weidman. I was super confident in it. UFC 296. Damn. Fight week, vlog week. That's wild. What's good, Joey? What's up? Hughes got hit by a train. That is pretty unlucky. He wasn't a champ at the time, though. If TJ comes back, I would love to see the Cruz rematch. If TJ comes back in time, I would love to see the Cruz rematch or the Cody Garbrandt trilogy. Who wants to see the trilogy? I mean, I don't know, man. I can't stomach to see TJ knock him out a third time. That would be crazy, though. That would be crazy. Thoughts on Bilal being the main event backup? I think it makes sense, but I'm not a big fan of anyone ever kind of stepping in for a backup role. I don't like short notice fights. I really don't. Especially big title fights, short notice. Because then there's always an asterisk next to it. Who does Sugar call out next if he beats Cheeto? He's going to pray that Henry Cejudo beats Merab. He's going to pray that Cejudo beats Merab. Yeah, I want to see Cruz Cody too if Cody wins this weekend. If Rival wins, that'd be crazy. I got Pantoja decision. Nobody thinks of Bilal. Okay, I'm switching to Covington. Colby striking is underrated. I think Leon will tire against the relentless Colby. I don't know, man. Colby striking is not underrated. His striking is some of the worst ever. His striking is some of the worst ever. I was watching that shit. Dude, he was getting pieced up by Jorge on the feet a bit. His legs were getting chopped. His legs were getting chopped. Yeah. Do they pay the backup? Yes. Who fights Sandhagen next, and will it lead to a title shot? Umar or Magomedov, most likely. Colby's going to fall off a knee or an elbow. I don't know. Colby's very durable. I have a hard time believing that he's going to get stopped. Colby's striking is horrible. He has Aljo-esque entries, and I think Leon catches him with a kick. I think Leon just picks him apart from range and wins a decision. That's what I think happens. Damon Jackson's the only guy who will get hair plugs and still have a bad hairline. Agreed. I got a strange feeling that Wonderboy is going to KO Shavkat with a head kick. That would be fucking shocking. That would be one of the most shocking possible results of all time. If Wonderboy somehow went out there and just absolutely starched Shavkat Rakhmonov. That would be fucking wild. That would be fucking wild. Do you enjoy the process of your prediction videos, or does it feel more like a chore? I would say a mix of both. I love doing it, but it does. I'm kind of fanatical, so I have to watch tape. Like, I have to watch at least one fight from each fighter on every single fight. And sometimes I just hate myself because I already know who I'm picking and I already know the reasons why I'm picking them. But I have to just check it out. And because a lot of times you don't remember exactly what you wanted. Or, you know, a lot of times what you remember isn't exactly what happened. So I like to really just refresh and kind of get a memory of some fights. Because you watch so many fights, you forget what happened. And a goal of next year is to start a little bit early. I started a little bit early for 296. And it was so much better yesterday when I got the full card picks out. Because I only had to do the main card. I had done the prelims throughout the week. So it probably takes me all told like 6 to 8 hours, maybe 5 hours per prediction video, 5 to 8 hours per prediction video, full card. It just pisses me off. Sometimes I'll do 30 minutes of research for a fight, and then I talk about it for 1.5 minutes. You know, so sometimes if it's like a really shitty fight, I'll just quickly watch 1 or 2 fights, and then I just make my pick. If I'm already leaning a certain direction, I'm like, okay. Irene Aldana, Carol Rosa. Like, last thing I want to do is watch fight footage on that. But I love doing predictions. There's no better There's no better feeling than getting a really good, solid full card prediction rate. That's why I kind of started doing full card picks. Because I was doing really well with full card predictions. And I was like, you know what? A lot of people do this. It's like, I feel like I'm weird if I don't do it. And people were always asking me, what are your full card picks? This and that. So, my full card picks, it's hard. Especially when it's a well, the only time it really, really sucks is when it's a really garbage card. And I just, oh my goodness. I don't, half the people I don't even remember. And then it's like half of them are debutantes. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, now I got to do more research. It's going to cost me a lot of time. And then on top of that, it's not even going to view that well. Could you see Bryce Mitchell making it to the top 10 at 45? It's possible, but I think he already might be. He already might be number 10, to be honest. He might already be number 10. Let me go look. Yeah, he's number 10. So, yeah, I mean, he has to beat Josh Emmett, and then he'll be right up in there. It's going to make me sound like Colby fanboy, but I just like him. Crazy chin, crazy cardio, and grit. Fair enough. Emmett about to KO Bryce in 1. I think Emmett just beats him up and wins a decision. Is what I think I picked. Bryce is durable. Bryce has never been finished via strikes. Josh Emmett's getting older. Should we good job on the cuts video? Did you enjoy it, Leo? Did you thoroughly enjoy it? I'm glad you did. I'm glad you enjoyed the cuts video. I almost forgot to do it, to be honest. It's I started to go to bed last night and I said, oh shit, I forgot to do the cuts video. So I was actually like annoyed as hell because the last minute I was like, oh my goodness. Oh no. Yeah, I was a little bit annoyed with that. How did I forget? How did I forget? A good pick would be Bryce by robbery decision. I think a good pick is either Emmett by decision or KO, or Bryce by submission or decision. Do you think Benoit Saint Denis could be a future title challenger? Yes, I do believe he will be a future title challenger. Your cuts video was hilarious. Thank you, Rizza. Always love him, especially when you shit on Mark Smith. Does anyone else hate Mark Smith as much as I do? Dude's annoying as shit. Never shuts up. Never shuts up. I really enjoyed timing out Omar just for the hell of it, just to piss him off. I don't take offense to anything he says. But I just enjoyed timing him out just to piss him off a little bit. But when he comes back, I won't time him out again. I won't time him out again. I actually kind of feel bad about it. I'm taking my toys and leaving. Adios. Send Anthony Smith to Power Slap versus Blood and Sweat. Yeah. Versus Blood and Sweat, Honolulu 9.9. Send him out. Send him out. The cuts videos are the best on your channel. Appreciate you, Enigma. Appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Mark Smith, the loud whisperer. Dude, Mark Smith never shuts the fuck up. I just want to smack him. I was dying when you said Keith Peterson just wants some Marlboro Reds. Yeah, that was a while ago. He's like, give me the Marlboro Reds. Mark Smith, not Mark Smith. Keith Peterson kind of looks like he's a little bit of a dwarf. You know? It looks like somebody took like a dude who was like 6'1" and like squished him down to 5'3". Do you think Shavkat's ego will have him stand with Wonderboy like he did with Neil? Dude, the head movement. He doesn't move his head much, and clean head kick could KO him. The head movement, storyline behind Shavkat is overblown, dude. Is overblown. But no, I think he'll strike with him, but I think he'll be all right. He'll mix it up in the clinch, knees to the body, elbow over the top, mixing in the takedowns. I think he'll beat him up. Nice haircut, dude. Thank you. Smith needs to stick to podcasting. Agreed. I was dying when you... Okay, you read that? Patty's going to sub Ferguson, unfortunately. That'd be devastating. No lie, Saturday's going to be emotional for me if Tony wins at Celebration. If he loses, it's a funeral. Yeah, it's going to be... There's going to be a lot of reactions for the books on Saturday. The loudest I laughed at a video was when you slipped Dana's Luscious V in a vid one time. I remember while on the toilet and chuckling. I don't even remember what video that was. Roundtree of future champ? No. All jokes aside, Keith P is straight edge, if you're aware of that. How do you know that? Joey, don't grab the fence. This is your 10th warning. I know. It's so annoying. I hate Chris Tagoni. Yeah, he makes bad decisions. Wasn't he the one... Was he the one that stopped the Bobby Green fight? Or no? Am I crazy? Shavkat has taken this one to the ground. Agreed. Did you hear Bellator champ was the one that knocked Gary out? No, I did not, but I don't care. Training is training. I'm sure there's plenty of guys that get knocked out all the time. Has your decision about Islam headlining Saudi Arabia changed after he said it'll most likely be $299? That's not exactly what he said, and no, I think he will headline Saudi Arabia. I think he will headline Saudi Arabia. I'm sticking to my guns, and I'll die on that hill. We'll see what happens, though. We shall see what happens, my friend. That'd be nuts if it happens. I hope they stack that card like crazy. Damn. It's hard to believe. It's the end of the year. I feel like we say that every month. Next thing you know, the 4-week break is going to be over. Next thing you know, it's going to be the middle of the year next year. Islam pissed me off when he said he's not interested in the Arman rematch. Like, bro, he's your toughest matchup. Yeah, I still think Islam will take any fight the UFC offers him. I don't think he's actively trying to avoid it. I think he was just saying what he believed. Smith is going to say short notice is the reason he lost. He's going to make a comeback. Yeah. See you at the top. I forgot the source, but I did some research into Cruz's accusation and keeps smelling like alcohol and found out he doesn't drink or smoke. I love the Marlboro jokes, though, so keep them coming. You can't convince me that Keith Peterson isn't smoking a pack a day. You can't convince me that Keith Peterson isn't smoking a pack a day. I will not be convinced. Shavkat missed his own sister's wedding last week to train. If I was Wonderboy, I'd be scared. Imagine all that and then he loses to Wonderboy. Dude, if Shavkat loses to Wonderboy, that's the end of the hype. If Shavkat loses to Wonderboy, that's the end of the hype. Keith Peterson looks like Lauren Murphy's dad. Yeah. Lauren Murphy, she looks like the type of gal who would stop you outside of a gas station and be like, hey, you got a fug? Nice haircut, Joey. Thank you. Joey, I just finished season 2. What did you think, Congressman Masvidal? What did you think? Absolute masterpiece, right? I think Arman would grab Islam and eat him like chips. Okay. Would you rather slap fight Dana White or photograph daily for 1 year? Being on Hans Mullenkamp's handlebar? Slap fight Dana White. That's so rude about Lauren Murphy. You're right. That was petty. I shouldn't have said that. It's just kind of the vibe I get. I didn't mean nothing about it. Press conference Thursday is going to be straight popcorn. Maybe I'll watch it just for you guys. Do you think Covington is going to bring Ian Garry wife book to the press conference? Possible. Weasel going Colby 52% to Leon's 48%. Dude's picking Colby. That's crazy. It was insanely good. Best season of a show I've ever seen. Dude, how good was International Assassin? And then the ending episode, I'm trying to remember. The ending episode, I believe Kevin's in the vet's office. I don't want to spoil anything. Kevin's in the vet's office, and you think something catastrophic is going to happen. But then by the end, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, season 2. I'm gonna try to rewatch it soon. It's been a while. I thought you would go Colby just because of your pick change curse. Yeah, I'm probably fucked now. Every time I make an early pick and change it, I'm wrong. So Colby's probably going to win. Skang Biscuit, thank you for the 8 months of membership. What am I doing with my life? That is true. What are you doing? So, Lauren Murphy looks like that friend you had in high school and the mom who tried to party with y'all. Joey, do you play Fortnite or Lego Fortnite? No, I do not. I'm sorry. Yeah, that episode was insane. And yes, you're right about the last episode. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. I'm glad you like it, dude. If you would have messaged me and be like, "Dad, dude, I fucking hate this show. It's so stupid," I'd be like, "Fuck Congressman." That is a cinematic masterpiece. The writing is amazing. The storyline's amazing. The acting's amazing. And the soundtrack is fucking beautiful. The soundtrack is a thing of beauty. You don't realize it, but think back now. The soundtrack is a thing of beauty, and you haven't even seen season 3 yet, bro. Season 3 is damn good as well. It's not. I don't think it's as good as season 2, but that's not a knock on it. Season 2 is just my all-time favorite season of any show ever. But season 3 is pretty damn good. Joey, go Colby, bro. Leon has no grit. He's unreliable. And he got out-grappled the second fight against Usman. I don't know how anyone could not like it. People who want like the dumbest spell it out for you type sitcoms. Damn, boy, that hairline looking crisp, but not because of those burn scars. Thank you. Can you see my burn scars right now? You actually can. If you see how my forehead's like a couple different colors, and you see how my forehead's like kind of white right here, and then it's kind of dark over here, and kind of dark over here. That's where I was burned. That's where I was burned, my friend. Look, you can see it better right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, anyone making fun of my hairline is making fun of a burn victim here. My bad, I'm late, Joey. Wonderboy had to pick me up on the bus. How'd you burn your forehead, Joey? It happened to me as a kid. It happened to me as a kid. It happened to me as a kid. I was brutally burned as a child. Okay. Did you headbutt a fire? Yeah, that's exactly what I did. How'd you burn your forehead? Okay, how'd you get burned? Dude, you're so soy for banning me. I want to fight you. Shut up, dude, Omar. I would literally drop you on your fucking head. Okay? I would drop you on your fucking head and then give you a double titty twister until you screamed and shouted and tapped out. And then I'd go fuck your mother afterwards, Omar, so shut up. So. How did you... Okay, I already read that. Your hair's dark up there. Is your hair dark down there? Shut up, dude. His brother Gregor held him against the fire when caught him playing with his toy. Yeah, that's true. Joey, you know you want to go Colby. You just made the vid and feel like you can't change it now. Nah, dude. There's too many factors going against Colby. I'm not going to pick Colby and then be wrong. I want to get a right pick. Damn, that escalated? Yeah. This dude Omar's a straight up clown. I swear on my life I'd break his neck if I saw him in real life. Oh, let's go. Come at me. Shut up, dude. Or I'm actually going to ban you. You're just saying dumb shit. Nobody wants to fight you. Nobody wants to whoop your ass. I'm not going back to jail for manslaughter again. Okay? These YouTube notifications are bullshit. Just got the noti. I'm sorry for that. Joey got caught on fire when his brother Kane killed his parents and Joey rose from the dead. Yeah. Now, I ran into a burning building as a child. And let's just say I got a gold medal. That's what your mom said too? Yeah. Colby looks like Forrest Gump. I never really thought of that. I want to fight Joey. Speak for yourself. All right, Frozen like Elsa will take you on. Did you make up the rumor that Guru was crippled because you're the real crippled one? I don't even know what that means. How many headshot deads are we going to hear this week? Hopefully not that many. So, I hope not that many. Joe, do you actually like that undefeated dude fighting on Saturday? You talking about Gaziev? Or are you talking about Shavkat? I feel like you would have said Shavkat's name. Hey Joey, what's the meal of the fight night usually consist of? Usually order pizza and wings. I don't really have a specific meal. I won't say anything about your forehead, but it looks like it's hard for you to find a bike helmet that fits you. LOL, JK. You got me on that one. What's up, Joey? Smoking on that Omar pack? Yeah. You say 14 paraplegic orphans from a burning building? Yeah. Joe, you know Leon's a tin man and quits on himself rewatching fights. I overhyped him. Shavkat even him too. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Damn, these motherfuckers taking Brandon Royval too? I see a resemblance to... Okay, I don't know who that is. You said in this prediction video you have the same physique as him. Yeah, I do. I do. I was just looking at that, Vincent. I saw it pop up. I saw it pop up. I'm checking my picks because sometimes it's not always right. Sometimes it's not always right. I'm surprised he's taking Royval. That's crazy. I thought I'd be the only person taking Royval. I'm shook. I'm shocked at seeing that. I fear it isn't right sometimes as well. This is why I always check my... If you ever want to easily get my picks, you can always check my Tapology to make sure. Because I lock my Tapology picks in. His reasoning was the scrambles before he got submitted in round 1. Okay. Did you actually pick Royval? That's a super low IQ pick. Well, apparently another MMA YouTuber picked him too. I thought I was going to be the only one that picked him. Joe, you said your fiance has better picks than who is she picking, Colby or Leon? I don't know. I haven't asked yet. I'm rooting for Pantoja. Fair enough. Do you think the UFC is going to make Muhammad fight again before receiving a title shot? Probably. Picking Royval is ballsy. I got Raw Dog for the win. Who picked Royval? According to Vince and Guru, picked Royval. And everyone else picked Pantoja, or the 4 people he tracks picked Pantoja except me and him. But that's shocking to me. I didn't think anyone would pick it. Joey, can you just pick Colby? I cannot. I cannot. Royval has 2 rounds to get it done, in my opinion. Nah, I think he has many rounds to get it done. He picked Pantoja? Well, I don't know. That's what Vincent told me. Are you sure? I don't know, dude. I didn't watch it. Don't say I'm lying. I don't know. That's what Vincent told me. I was shocked to see that. I figured everyone would be picking Pantoja. I thought I'd be the outlier here. The spinning elbow Royval landed on Kai Kara France immediately made me a fan for life. Dude, it was filthy. It was filthy. Raw Dog is a wild nickname. Yeah. Royval's got the Raw Dog nickname. That's actually the same thing Omar's mom calls me as well. On his recent prediction video, he said round 1 sub. Look, I don't know. I don't know. Joey copies picks. I don't watch anyone else's prediction videos. I don't believe I've ever watched anyone else's prediction videos. So, I can't tell you. Thoughts on Henry Marab pick? I'm going to go Marab. Apparently, Vincent, you're lying, dude. You better go double check. You better go double check. According to this sheet, everyone picked Randy Brown. 2 people picked Gaziev. Everyone picked Feely. 2-2 with Tagir and Cody Durden. Everyone picked Jacoby. Everyone picked Garbrandt. Everyone picked Irene Aldana. 3 out of 4 picked Josh Emmett. Everyone picked Ian Machado Garry. Everyone picked Patty Pimlet. Everyone picked Shavkat. 2 out of 2 picked Royval and Pantoja. And 3 out of 4 picked Leon Edwards. So, man, I'm not a blog glazer at all, but watching his interview made me sad for him. He literally hated while Colby's liked. Pick Pantoja. Well, tell Vincent that. Vincent needs to update his sheet. Vincent does a little sheet where he tracks picks, and he'll usually send it. And it's me, Guru, the Weasel, and Lucas. And he does it in a little spreadsheet. And he must have messed up then. Well, do better get on it and fix it. I'm gonna trust you, Frozen. If you're saying it, I trust you. So, I don't know. I'm the only one picking Royval then. I'm happy with that. I always think it's interesting. At least, if Vincent sends it, I can easily look at, who everyone picked or who the main people, I guess, picked, who people talk about. Dude said the short bus. I'm done. Are you a nicotine pouch user because your mouth is quite dry? No. My mouth is quite dry because I'm talking. No, he always says in the beginning of the segment. I don't know, dude. Multiple people are telling you otherwise. I don't know what to believe. Go check it real quick and report back. Somebody go check. Somebody go check for Vincent so he can make sure. I know Vincent's had my picks wrong before. Let me just double check and make sure he's got all my picks right. I already did this, but I'm doing it again. Yeah, he got all my picks right. So. No, they are right, Joey? Okay. Okay. Frozen Like Else has been around forever. He's saying he's 100% certain. So, I don't care if you fix your sheet or not, But I kind of want to know if I'm the only person that picked Royval out of those 4. Covington is going to win. That'd be crazy if he pulls it off. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I think people are underestimating him, to be quite honest. People are underestimating him, to be quite honest. You are now? What, did you check it? Was it wrong? Now I'm going to go through here and single-handedly check everyone's picks. Someone said you were the evil twin of Guru. Agree? No. Who's the champ, Pantoja? Yeah. Pantoja is the champ. Yeah, it was wrong. Well, you better go check them all now. You better go check them all. Guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. Like the stream. You think people are underestimating Edwards? I feel like people are underestimating Colby, to be honest. But I guess there's a lot of Colby sycophants. So, Joey, did Jamal Hill use his phone to call you from jail? Yeah, he called me from jail and gave me a comment. He gave me a comment. How badass is Dana White? The way he worded his prediction was confusing. Frozen, are you in the Discord? Go look at Vincent's little spreadsheet and see if there's any other picks wrong, if you remember. Thank you for your service, Stipe. Yes. He'll send you the mugshot too. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, I took a collect call from Jamal Hill. So he owes me. He owes me. He said, if my house isn't spotless when I get home, I'm coming back. Strickland's that better than Colby. Colby's so cringe. I seen that weird quote from Colby. Like, Strickland's trying to be everything I wish I was. Like, what? I seen that on like an Instagram post from like a media website today. Which is straight up wow. Damn, Cut's video just doesn't hit the same when it doesn't come out on a Sunday, I guess. Didn't pick the same as you? Well, that's what somebody just said. So, I was just curious because I didn't expect anyone to pick Royval in general. Vincent is using him as a media vehicle. It seems like Vincent is. It seems like Vincent is. So if Royval comes out on top, I can feel good that I'm at least the only person that Vincent tracks that picked him. Strickland is on social media now just as much as he talks shit about. What a clown. Yeah, I know. Dude's always talking about, yeah, social media is the end of all, blah, 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 blah. And all the dude does is talk on social media. All the dude does is talk on social media. Joey, let's be real. Royval's a fluke machine. Royval is top tier. Royval is top tier. I think he gets it done, man. I think he was arguably winning that second round before he got subbed against Pantoja. Unfortunately, Ian's going to win. Fortunately, Ian's going to win. I'm rooting for Ian Machado Garry. Ian Machado Garry. I'm rooting for him. What a family man. What a beautiful family man. Getting it done. I'm going to actually be pissed if he loses. I'm genuinely going to be pissed if he loses. Royval was winning all the stand-up. Agreed. Joe, you want to hear something funny? Guru picked Luque. He's letting his bias through. Oh, are you sure about that, Hap? That's not what Vincent said, I don't think. Vincent, you fucking up, dude. You better listen to Hap. I don't think Hap... Is Hap making that up? I couldn't pick Luque. He didn't look very good against RDA. Damn, Vincent sending misinformation. Vincent out here sending misinformation. I'm taking Frozen like Elsa's word for it. Vince, you better get on that shit. Yeah, I couldn't pick Luque. Luque looked like dog shit against RDA. I think Ian Garry's going to beat him up. Luque's kind of washed. Yeah. Vince, you had one job. Yeah, and he's fucking me over here. He's fucking me over here. I'm thinking, oh, everyone's got the same picks. I like Ian as a fighter, but I don't care if he's a simp, but he's disrespectful. That's why I don't like him. I'm Ian Machado Garry's biggest fan. Apparently he did pick Luque. Damn, Vince. Vince might be double checking right now. I've hated Ian long before this WAG thing. Dudes builds his name off another man's back. That is kind of corny. I have gas, so I called in sick. I have to say I appreciate the work you put in, man. Always dropping content, good content as well. Thank you, Lex Bundy. There's nothing I enjoy more than getting on live streams and just being showered with compliments. So I appreciate you watching. I really do. I'm glad you're appreciating the work that I put in on a daily basis. And the fact that you're getting pleasure from the videos gives me pure joy. Luque hasn't beat any of the top dogs in a while. Only guys dwindling in their careers. Yeah, like RDA. Nah. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. I try to put out a lot of videos. I'm going to try to put out more in 2024. And hopefully 2024 will be a big year. 2024 will be a big year. I'm aiming for 30,000 by the end of 2024, I think. I might set the goal a little bit higher. I might say like 35,000. I like to set like a strong goal, whether I hit it or not. I like to set a strong but possible goal. So I might aim for like 35. I think I can hit 30. So, Majin, I'm back with the rapping. Now quit your yapping. Timeout, Majin MMA. This is at some point this has gotta come to an end. I'm sorry, Majin. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. Dude said, wait. He's like, wait. Give me a second chance. Give me a second chance. Give me a second chance. No. Listen, I don't feel good about this, Majin. I don't feel good about this. But Pat Matthews said, you know what? Pat Matthews said, you got to go. He said, you got to go. Someone play taps. He'll be back. He'll be back shortly. He'll be back shortly. Holy shit, was being weird when the video, I thought by context he would say Gary. Oh, so it was Luke. Oh, snap. Oh, shit. Well, at least I double-checked my picks for you. But I'm telling you, if you want to, Vincent, you can always look at my Tapology on the day of the fights. Joe, we need a timeout emoji. This is basically the timeout emoji. That's basically the timeout emoji, my friend. That's basically the timeout emoji. I've never been timed out. Time me out one time. One grown man asking another grown man to time him out. I'm done. Just for that, you're getting a 30-minute timeout. I'm just kidding. You didn't get a 30-minute timeout. Kind of did make that stuff up about Gary. That is messed up. Still hate Ian for being Irish. Dude, I told everyone the shit that was being said about Gary, most of it is just factually incorrect. MMA Joey Discord troll channel is MMA Joey Sycophants. When I start a second tier for members, I'm calling it the MMA Joey Sycophants. I'm going to title it the MMA Joey Sycophants. I eventually want to get like 300 members, and then I'll probably start a second tier. I might do it before that. I don't know. But I'll start another tier, and they'll get like a special badge. I'll have like one badge for that, and it'll be called the MMA Joey Sycophants, and you get a bunch of extra benefits. But I don't know. Colby's KO is not going to happen, dude. Colby getting a KO is so unlikely. Colby getting a KO is so unlikely. I mean, when's he ever KO'd anyone ever? Ever. I mean, he has the fake TKO over Woodley. But outside of that, does he have any other TKOs in the UFC? Fake TKO over Woodley. TKO over Max Griffin. TKO over Wang Engying. I don't even remember that. Damn, that's wild. Dude started fighting in 2012. I was already a fan of the sport when he first started fighting. I think I have a better chance of knocking out Leon than Colby. I agree. Colby would need to land left hand off takedown threat like Bo Nickel did. Dude, that has no power, though. Texting this baddie from my... Dude, no, you're not, Omar. No, you're not. Stop lying. I seen some shit on Instagram of some girl who's like 6'7". So, let's see what this is. What are you sending? I can't see that link in Discord. What is it? Blaze One Sports, what's up, my friend? Joey, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much does religious speak after a win bother you? 0. 0. I don't care if someone wants to be like super religious or not. You know. I don't like when people are like, shout out to the best betting website there is, you know, Skinny Bets or My Bookie or whatever. You know, I hate that's the shit that's annoying. Or people who talk too long. People that talk too much, I don't give a fuck what they're saying. When they're just talking too much. Like, people made a big deal because I said, oh my God, get Holly Holm off the fucking mic. She wouldn't shut the fuck up, and I stand by that. And I'll stand by that every time someone does it. Joey, the link is Dana posting Nina drama with Make MMA Great Again. Dana just wants Yes Men covering Power Slap. Yeah. I would have been able to check it on my phone, but it wouldn't let me pull it up on my computer. Ian Garry talks for 5 minutes after every fight. Well, then I'll be telling him to get the fuck off the mic, too. I don't remember him ever being too long on the mic, but maybe I'm forgetting it. Yeah, there's some shit. I don't remember the name. I think I follow her on IG now. I don't remember. Following. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe she just pops up because I was like, holy shit. I don't know. I have a hard time remembering people's names. But there's some girl I saw on IG who's 6'7". Who's 6'7". And I was like, damn, that is crazy. Let me see if I can find it. I saw the video because her boyfriend or husband is like 6 foot or some shit. And she picks him up and he wraps his legs around her hips and she spins him around because she's so much bigger than him. And it got like 5 million views. It got power slap numbers and it happened to pop up in my feed. And I was like, holy shit, this bitch is huge. She can literally put her heel on the refrigerator and it didn't look like nothing. If anybody knows what her name is on Instagram, let us know. Let us know. Let's see. 6'7" woman on Instagram. Maybe this is it. Let's see if this works. Yes, it is Maria Tamara. I cannot believe this shit. This bitch is tall as hell. I wish I could click on this post, but it says I gotta log in. Let me see if it lets me pull it up on here. Let me see if I can search it. I'm gonna send you guys this reel. That's wild that I saw. She's literally straight up gigantic. Gigantic. Let me see if I can find the one that has millions of views that I ran into. Reels. Her apparently whole family's tall. Holy shit. So I guess her boyfriend's 6'3". He literally looks like a midget. I'm trying to find the one. Okay, here it is. This got 64 million views. How do I share it from browser? Copy link. It's got 64 million views. Holy shit. It's way better than Power Slap. Here we go. There you go. If you guys want to go check that out. That shit is wild. I can't believe. I didn't know they made women this big. 6'7"? She makes her 6'3" husband, boyfriend, fiance look like a midget. Joey the type of dude to stare in public. Shut up. Sent in the cord. Send in the cord. Okay. Of this. That's fucking wild. MMA Joey's not allowed at MMA events? No. You still need to unfollow Brecky Hill? Dude, I'll follow whoever I want on IG. Dude, half the time I end up following people, I don't even know how I ended up following them. So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's the same Amazon I saw on YouTube. She Can Kill Me by Snoo Snoo. What does that mean? Joey got that CM Punk cut. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Imagine dating a woman who's 6'7". That would make the dude I'm fighting in the picture like 3 foot tall at 185. Yikes. I don't know what that means. I could not believe that shit. Look how many views that got. 67 million, 65 million views. Let me go back and look at it. That is wild, but no wonder. Yeah, it got almost 65 million views. Almost 65 million views. I'm so confused how she's that tall. That's baffling to me. That is straight up baffling to me. She's taller than refrigerators. I don't even know how that's possible. Well, I've never seen a 200-pound woman that wasn't fat. Yeah, she's probably like 250. She's probably like 250. I don't know how much she weighs. I would say she's over 200. She's got to be. And she's not fat at all. My friend's 6'4". I single leg take him down. I'm only 5'9". Congratulations. Joey offers you a fight versus Shamil Gaziev. Would you take it? That'd be a mirror match, dude. That'd be a mirror match. Joe, can you imagine this beautiful world? Colby flatlined and Ian Garry flatlined. I wouldn't even care if my pick was wrong. That is the worst possible combination. I want Colby flatlined and I want Luque flatlined. She's not bad looking. No, she's good looking. Even for 6'7". So that's probably why she has so many followers. But I just can't get over the pure size. The sheer size is crazy. Who hits harder, Joey, Carwin, or Rumble? I would probably go Rumble. Rumble was knocking dudes dead. Knocking dudes dead. Me personally, I couldn't date someone like that. Jungle, you ain't dating nobody. I heard Joey say if she ain't 180, she ain't a lady. Dude, she'd be anorexic if she's 180. She's 6'7", I think. I think that's what it said. Her whole family's crazy tall. Has crazy height. So, what a weird conversation that we're now having here. Maybe Ian Garry will get with her next, and he'll have her carry him out to the press conference in a just married pose. There's something on my mic there. It looks like a little bit of dust. She claims to be 7 foot now. Who? That woman? I thought I saw 6'7" somewhere. We really got GTA 6 before a Joey House tour. Apparently she really isn't that tall. What do you mean? How does that work though? She's editing that? That's wild. That's wild. Boys, like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. There's a whole thing on YouTube about it. Let me search. There's no way she's faking that. What was her name again? I forgot her name. Damn it. Now I got to get searched again. Okay, here we go. So she's a fraud, is what you're saying? How is she faking that in every video, though? I don't believe that. I guess maybe she could be lying. She's only 6'5". Holy shit. Awful TikTok family is lying, is making millions lying about height. That is wild. That is wild. I mean, that's crazy. I want to watch this now. So what's the evidence behind it? I mean, everyone's definitely tall, but what's the actual height? I mean, that's crazy regardless, but that's... So they're just making this shit up to get views? Yeah, those numbers aren't adding up either. That's wild. You see how quick someone can confuse you? Joey, how often do you go commando? I'm commando right now. Joey, any thoughts on Islam wanting Justin instead of rematches? Is that a valid ask in your opinion? I think he'll fight whoever they offer, so I don't really care. I'm glad you pointed that out to me. I would have never known. I mean, I just went off what I saw. But it wouldn't surprise me, dude. People lie about anything. People lie about anything, so... $40K by the end of next year. I'm hoping for $35K. That's what I'm probably going to make my goal. I'll do a members video at some point discussing what I want to hit next year. Just for the hell of it. I always do a video and then look back on the other one. I wanted to hit 20K by the end of this year, but we'll get close to 14. So I'm happy with that. I can live with that. Islam Gaethje prediction, Islam by first round sub. But yeah, I don't mind Islam wanting to fight Gaethje. I don't think he's like advocating like he really doesn't want to fight Arman. Leon couldn't beat Colby on his best day. Colby will TKO him. When has Colby ever TKO'd anyone? Joey could never, but respect Joey is funny. Joey could never what? You can lie to the truth, but the truth can't lie to you. I hope you can hit 15,000 by the end of the year. If there was more fights, I think I could. But the fact there's no fights after this week, I'm screwed. So I'll probably pick up another couple hundred this week. And then it's going to be stagnation for a couple weeks, which is super unfortunate. But we'll see if we get some big news. Share the videos that you enjoy. Like the videos. Comment on the videos if you want to see the channel blow up. Watch the videos from beginning to end. That's the number one thing you can do to help the channel, is watch the videos in their entirety. That's one of the most used analytics to recommend to new users. Joe, would you be annoyed if your sub count at the end of the year is 13,999? Now, I don't care, dude. I'm not going to get... My goal when I started this channel was 1,000 subscribers in 2 years. I'm 2.5 years in, a little over 2.5 years in. I'm at almost 14,000. I can live with that. Was thinking they might make a UFC 300 promo video this Friday, presser. Maybe. I hope they don't. I hope they announce it like the following week. I hope they announce it next week when we don't have a lot of content to do. I wish we were coming back to a banger pay-per-view, though. So, what are your live viewer projections for this big card this week? I'll probably get around 200, maybe a little bit more for the main card. Would be my guess. Maybe 150. Did she give you awards for the best something's happened or fighters or fight? Yeah, it's just hard to do that. Yeah, UFC should announce something big on Friday. I wish they just make Conor Chandler. We'll see. UFC 300 has to be announced soon. Joey, how would you approach a fight with Colby if you were fighting him? Circling. I would just keep him away from me. Don't let him pressure me up against the fence. Don't let him get me in the clinch. Circle, counter, circle. I would make it a Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz-esque fight, and I would be Carlos Condit. Why even let him get you on the fence and work the takedown? Colby never shoots double legs out in the center of the cage. He uses the fence to get guys down. So what I would do is avoid the whole clinch game. Unless I was really, really confident there. But I think it's better just to circle. All right, dude, we get it. You're making up shit about my Twitter likes. Cool. I got it. Wait, he never shoots in the middle. I never realized that, but you're right. Yeah, most of his takedowns come up against the fence. I don't remember every takedown he's ever shot, but most of them come up against the fence. I'm really looking forward to Dana's next Tesla winner announcement. Me too. Bilal's a gangster for showing up as a backup. Not sure why he gets half the hate he does. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I think he's overhated for sure. I can't believe it's the end of the year. Timeout, KS. Okay, I'll do it for you. Just for you. KS, you're really starting to irk me. There you go. Does Colby even beat Jorge in a street fight? Feel like you can't gas someone out in a street fight, way more of a threat of violence? I don't know. Masvidal was chewing up the legs of Colby. I don't hate Bilal, just don't see why anyone likes him. Fair enough. I mean, he's active. He fights top contenders. He tries to fight the toughest possible matchups, and he wins. That's why I like him. My friend. Why is Shavkat even fighting Wonderboy? Shavkat versus Bilal for title shot was the move. That's what it should have been. Well, not really. No, not really, because Bilal's already earned a shot. I feel like Bilal, but I feel for Bilal, but dissing him, Oliveira was brown-nosed Islam is crazy. Fair enough. I like him because he constantly wins and proves everyone wrong. Yeah. I picked against him in every single fight except the Burns fight. So I had no idea how good Bilal was. Why did Bilal look sad when they offered him Shavkat? I have no clue. Burns is fighting JDM. Who you picking? Early prediction Burns. I made an entire video about this last week, but I'll take early prediction Burns. Isn't it crazy? In a mere couple days, we'll be watching. We will be watching UFC 296 in the last card of the year. I mean, that's wild. That's wild. Who do you guys taking in the Burns JDM fight? Who are you guys taking in the Burns JDM fight? Anyone? Anyone picking JDM? Dude, it's such an interesting matchup because JDM's grappling is his weakness, but Burns' chin is his weakness. So I could see JDM chin and Burns. Y'all way too hyped for Shavkat? Okay. Burns sub, I'm picking JDM. Are you planning on doing some fun streams in the break? Yes, I'll be doing some streams in the break. I might take like a whole week off. I feel like I haven't had a day off. I don't feel like I've had a day off in literal years. It's crazy. But every time, like if I just try to sit around and do nothing, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta do this video. Gotta do that video. How long did it take you to feel comfortable in front of a camera? A month into your channel? Honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, Benji. I would say in the last 6 months, I just stopped completely giving a fuck. I mean, it's always just weird and uncomfortable. So, it was always weird and uncomfortable. It still felt weird and uncomfortable. I would say I finally started to feel where it's not weird and uncomfortable about in the last 6 months. Sometime in the last 6 months. That sounds crazy, but that's the truth. You know, I would say somewhere around in the summertime. So it's very weird. It's very weird getting in front of a camera. The first time felt so uncomfortable. It felt so weird. And you can see how weird. And the problem is you feel weird, so you look weird. And then you think about how weird it is, so then you feel even weirder. And it's just a vicious circle. But now I just don't give a fuck anymore. I straight up don't give a fuck. Still feels a hair weird, you know? Still feels a hair weird. But for the most part, I don't care. You know? It just is what it is at this point. I got a bunch of the boys here. We're chopping it up. I wouldn't want to kick it with Clay Guida and his boys. But with my boys from the channel, we chop it up. Like, I've never been nervous about public speaking. I've never been nervous about being in a room full of people. But sitting in front of a camera in a room by yourself, trying to articulate your thoughts in a meaningful way that is easy to understand, that's the biggest challenge. I used to record my videos and I'd be like, and that still happens sometimes. I fucking hated it. I just would get so annoyed. Like, why do I keep doing this? And it would piss me off. And I just would like, if you've been here for a while, I've told you guys, when I first started my channel, my only goal was to put out as many videos as possible, not for views. I got no views when I started. I got 20 views, 30 views, 50 views, 20 views, 100 views. Then I have a random like 500 views. But the reason I was putting out so many videos and the reason it kind of started off and I kind of been doing it ever since is I wanted the experience. You can't practice without actually going through with what you're doing. So while some of it was kind of cringy, some of it was kind of weird, you know, I didn't get the quality of videos I would have liked to get out. I just needed it to practice. That's all I need. Practice makes perfect. So I was just practicing, learning how to put my words together better, learning how to explain myself better and articulate myself better. The weirdest part is, and you don't realize until you hit record, having your thoughts up here is one thing, but trying to speak them out on camera in a way that's consumable is fucking difficult. And a lot of people fail at that. So I'm telling you, if anyone wants to start a YouTube channel, go start a YouTube channel tonight, hit record in front of a camera, and it's fucking weird as hell. It's weird as hell. In my first video, I'm borderline whispering because I'm like, I feel so weird trying to talk to a camera. But I said, you know what? I'm not scared of fucking anything. I'll be damned if I'm not scared of another human being. I damn sure ain't going to be scared of a camera and a wide angle lens. So I just bear through it. I felt uncomfortable. I kept bearing through it over and over and over again. And just, I treated the channel like Omar's mom, and I just kept fucking pounding away. Just pounding away. Just pounding away. And eventually, here's where I am today. I think it'll be a lot better in another year or two. I think I'm still getting better and better and better and improving, even if it's just by 1% every day or 1% every week. But there's so many bigger problems in just general life, you know, that it's like, how can I give a fuck? Like, I've never ever been scared about talking in front of a group of people. I've never been scared to make things uncomfortable in front of a group of people. I've never been afraid to call somebody out in front of a group of people. So how can I be scared to sit in a room by myself and talk in front of a camera? I'm not scared of talking in front of real people. Why the fuck would I be scared in front of a camera? So, and I just kept thinking that, like, I don't care. Like, I'd literally say to myself, like, what the fuck? Why do I care? Why would I even care at all? But it's just, it feels so weird internally. It feels so weird. This is the best way I can describe it is, I know nobody leaves voicemails anymore, but you know, on the occasion you have to leave like a voicemail at like a doctor's office or something. You know how the second it beeps, you're like fumbling around, you don't know what to say? Imagine that, but times 10 because you're in 4K and you're posting it to the internet for people to see and criticize. Like, you guys have to realize, every time I put out a video, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, I got thousands of people ready to pick apart everything I say and everything I do and criticize it down in the comments. So it's kind of a weird task. It's kind of a weird psychological thing to deal with. You're like, because what really aggravates me is I always want to be right. I don't want to be, you know, saying incorrect information or not giving enough context or stuff like that. So I don't care about people saying, oh, Joey, you're an idiot. Joey, you're ugly. Joey, you're fat. I don't care about that. But I don't want to be like, hey, man, you said this and they didn't even fight each other. Some dumb shit like that. If that makes sense. So, anywho, where was I at? I know that was a long answer for you, whoever asked that. I think it might have been Benji. What's up, Fresh Cut? Thank you, Robert. Bilal just school Burns fair and square. Agreed. Moreno versus Pantoja feels like it's not even happening. You mean Pantoja versus Royval? You mean Pantoja versus Royval? Is that what you mean? Chandler is counting down the days he can meet Conor in the bathroom at the Super Bowl. Agreed. Joe, you rock. And bro, did you take those leaves? I don't know what that means. But thank you, John. I'm going to feel like a kid on Christmas Eve this Friday night. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Imagine people came into the stream as new subs. They're thinking you talking about the casting couch. Yeah. This is a great show. Thank you. I mean, Gilbert fought Bilal a few weeks after fighting Masvidal. Yeah, so he was in shape. Meanwhile, Bilal was coming off the couch injured. 2 press conferences this week and the fight Saturday. Let's fucking go. Being politically correct makes it hard for you, or just the camera staring at you? What do you mean by being politically correct? I don't even know what you mean. You doing great? I can't do what you do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How do you train for a power slap match? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably like driving a truck across country and talk on a CB radio would be my guess. Jay, would you say recording yourself would translate to real world speaking, articulation, and confidence? I would think so. I would think so. It would definitely help. Joey has a very controlled delivery. Thank you. I just didn't want to ever, and maybe I still am this for some people. You ever click on a video and you just can't listen to it because the person's just, the way they're talking is just completely horrible, whether it's their delivery, whether it's the whether it's the way they carry themselves. I don't know. I can't describe it. But you ever click on a video and like you just can't listen to this shit because of the way they talk? I didn't want to be that. You know, I wanted to try. In the beginning, I was that. Joey ain't afraid of a public bathroom. Yep. Joey had it around 30% right there. What do you mean? Joe, went back and watched the very first video, long difference. Yeah, every video I've ever done still on the channel. So, how weird is it that I'm watching this stream in the shower? It's not weird at all. I'm actually in the shower right now. I'm actually in the shower right now. You just can't tell. What's up, Joey? What's going on? So, anyone who believes Conor invented shoulder strikes is an idiot. Agreed. Appreciate you answering, Joey. That's very insightful. You're welcome. Did you question why you bought equipment at the times in the beginning? No. I'm kind of like a technology geek anyway. So I was like, let me get some really nice shit. And I actually bought my laptop kind of for the channel as well. So in the beginning, I put out about $3,500 to jump off the jump, somewhere around there, maybe $4,000 off the jump. Now I would say I probably put out maybe 15, 20 grand total for the channel. I would say for my total setup, my PC itself is 5 grand. My laptop I bought in the beginning, I think was 2,200. My monitor is about 500. My camera and lens is about 1,500. Then a bunch of other accessories, the mic, speakers, soundproofing behind there, the lights, the lighting, keyboard, mouse, stream deck, everything that I have here, the desk itself. This desk, I think I paid $800 for this desk. This is a really nice desk. I can use it as a standing desk as well. Sometimes after like long fight nights, I'll use it as a standing desk to edit my post-fight because my ass will start hurting a little bit. Pause. But yeah, I probably spent 15, 20 grand on my current setup. But in the beginning, probably about 3 to 5. Somewhere around there. You practice for power slap by slapping your wife in Mexico at 53. Agreed. That's the best way to go. Are we going live for the 296 presser? Probably not. Maybe I'll go live afterwards. Or maybe I'll do a video. If it's actually really good, I'll do a video on it. Seems like people care about that type of stuff sometimes. Everyone's like, what did you think of the presser? So if we get a semi-interesting presser, maybe I'll do a video reaction to it. I love drinking in the shower after work. I bet you do. Does anyone else ever zoom way in on Joey's face while he's talking? Why do you do that? Conor's shoulder strikes were actually damaging strikes. He broke Cowboy's nose. No, he didn't. Joe, do you think whoever wins between Colby and Leon should actually move up to middleweight? No. Absolutely not. I had to make a video for class and restart it 5 times because I blanked out and constantly criticizing myself. Dude, it's difficult. That's a good idea. I would watch the presser live if you stream. The thing is copyright. So no one actually, when I've gone live for pressers before, like everyone ends up leaving to go watch the presser. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go live afterwards or something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know. So why is there an alarm going off in my house right now? Alexa, stop.
35-minute timer stopped on bathroom dot.
All right. Don't know why that was going off. He literally did break it, Joey. It was gushing blood. Yeah, I'm not sure it was from the shoulder strikes, and either way, it doesn't matter, bro. I'm glad GSP and Nick Diaz talk is over. I hope so. Your boy Ian about to get harassed at the presser. He should skip the press conference, I think. It would just drum up the hype around his return even more. I think it'd be good for him. Would Prime Woodley beat Bilal? No. Prime Woodley wasn't that good. I knew that for a long time. Conor invented taps. I don't know what that means. Joey, you were just like Dan Hardy. Could even be his brother. Strickland low-key ruined Colby and Ian's presser hype for me. Why? What did he do? Why? What did he do? What's the presser that's coming up now? Who's going to be at the presser coming up? There's like another presser they're doing. Damn, I almost just had a heart attack. This is why I don't go to these MMA websites. I'm posting it in Discord right now. I almost had a heart attack. These dumb motherfuckers titled their headline, Shavkat Rakhmonov out to prove he's ready for a UFC title shot. All right, what's this presser coming up? Where is it at? There's like some other presser, but I don't know what it is, and I don't see it on MMA Fighting, so fuck MMA Fighting. Even Ian's pre-rehearsed stuff sounds a bit stupid. I'm looking forward to it. Ian should be like Khabib when Khabib left the presser before Conor showed up, just doesn't even show up. Dude, if Ian skips the presser, I'm telling you right now, it would generate way more hype than him showing up for the presser. So many people would shit on him. So many people would shit on him for it. Dana's live. Let me take a look. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, he's not live, you liar. You lying son of a bitch. No, it wasn't. That's because you didn't watch. You weren't around for the Nick Diaz days. Who remembers when Nick Diaz used to skip pressers, and it would generate so much hype for the fight, or Conor would show up super late for pressers. It generates more hype for the fight. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, my friend. Just for that shitty comment. Prime Woodley beat a lot of people. He just became an inactive striker. I picked Kamaru Usman to dominate Woodley. Nobody else was picking Usman at the time. No one else was picking Usman at the time. I picked Usman to dominate Woodley. Era, let me guess you're going to ask why he wasn't there. I remember that. Yep. For those of you who don't know, GSP was supposed to fight Nick Diaz at UFC 143. Nick Diaz didn't show up for the fight week press conference, so the UFC pulled Nick Diaz out of the fight, moved him to the co-main event against BJ Penn, and moved Carlos Condon into the main event, but then GSP tore his ACL. Wait a second, I might be mixing up two stories. I don't remember what it was supposed to be now. I believe it was 143. No, it wasn't 143. Nick Diaz, BJ Penn. It was like 128 or some shit. 137. UFC 137 Tapology. So I think what happened was, it was supposed to be, it was 137. It was supposed to be George St. Pierre versus Nick Diaz, right? Co-main event was Carlos Condit, BJ Penn. Nick Diaz refused to show up for the press conference during fight week. So during fight week, the UFC pulled Nick Diaz from the fight against GSP for the title, moved him to the co-main event against BJ Penn, moved Carlos Condit to the main event, but then GSP injured his ACL, pulled out, and then the main event ended up being Nick Diaz versus BJ Penn. So they actually pulled him out the week of the fight. So, when you said Nick Diaz, I remember exactly when he did that and got Dana heated because he knew the media was going to cook him. I don't even know why Dana was mad. I guess it makes everything better for him, you know. But they pulled him out of a title fight because he was missing the conference. Fun fact, that's also why Conor was pulled from UFC 200. He was supposed to main event 200. Joe, I believe Blackshear got robbed by Mario. I disagree. Dana was more controlling back then. He was just pissed. He was just completely pissed. Sonny V2. And then Carlos Condit ended up fighting Nick Diaz for the interim belt because GSP was going to be out for a while. Just joining the stream and your haircut is already giving me pleasure. All right, look. I'll cover up the info, the phone number at least, and the email. This is the postcard Jackson sent me with the Adesanya painting that I have sitting here next to me. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Let me make sure I'm covering up. Yeah, I'm covering up his stuff. There you go. Go ahead and give that a quick read. There you go. There you go. Joey, I hope this painting provides you 1/100th of the pleasure you've provided me. Sincerely, Love, Jackson. And there was something sticky all over. I don't know what that was. But I have it sitting over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm always going to hold on to it, but I don't know where it'll end up. But I just have it chilling here. Right here next to my shillelagh. I got my shillelagh. I got that postcard. And I got this ace chip. So if you get an ace in disc golf, you get an ace chip. And this actually isn't mine. This is my buddy's. I've been meaning to give it to him. So it's just sitting here because I brought it up in my pocket one day. Anyhow. Who is Jackson? Wouldn't you like to know? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Okay. Majin, shame on you. Joey, if Wonderboy subs Shavkat, will you shave your eyebrows? Why would I do anything based on the result of a fight? Looks like an AA chip. It might be. Might be. Thompson really get a shot if he beats Shavkat? Absolutely not. The UFC will never give him a title fight. Unless last ditch effort to save a card. Ditch effort to save a card. That's the only way they'll give him a title shot, in my humble opinion. They hate Wonderboy and they forced him to fight Shavkat. They said, you're going to be fighting Shavkat whether you like it or not, bitch. I told you guys that when he pulled out. I told you guys that. Is AA the alcoholics thing? No, that's an ace chip for getting an ace in disc golf. I was watching the saddest downfall of whatever today. Poor Tony. He might just get beat up by Patty. Dude, if we got to watch him get beat up by Patty, that's going to be horrific. That's going to be horrific. I got to sit up, man. I'm just slumping down in my chair. I'm just slumping down in my chair. You know what? I'll make it where I don't even lean back anymore. Sit straight up in my chair. Bilal beats Shavkat, brutal right hand. I don't know. I like Shavkat against pretty much everyone, but I'm a little bit crazy high on Shavkat. If Tony loses, I'm turning off the TV. If Tony gets brutally KO'd, I'm going to be devastated. Joey, who were you picking before Jan pulled out against Rockage? I was picking Rockage. I just don't see Tony getting beat up. Okay, I don't know how you don't see him getting beat up after he got beat up in every single one of his last 6 fights since 2020. Dude hasn't not got beaten up since 2019. Gaethje took his soul. Isn't it crazy Tony's not even ranked anymore? Joe, what do you think if Caro Parisian ever fought Habib, but Caro got kicked out a long time ago? I don't know, dude. We both thought Jan beat Pereira, right? Yes. agree to disagree, but then we both thought Jan beat O'Malley. We didn't think Jan beat O'Malley. Jan beat O'Malley. If Gordon can find his chin, Tony damn sure can. I hope so. Lamau, he said he can't see Tony getting beat up. But yeah, he hasn't been watching MMA for the last 4 years. What does it mean for Thompson if he gets flatlined by Shavkat in the first? That is actually, I think, my pick. I think I picked Shavkat by brutal first round KO. I think it's the end of I think it's the end of Wonderboy. He heads over to PFL afterwards. He was unfinishable. Now he's been finished in 3 straight fights. Yeah, Michael Chandler punted his fucking head into the crowd. And he was beating Chandler. I was one of the original people saying that Tony Ferguson wasn't washed up. And man, did that age horribly. But I really didn't think he was. I thought he was just fighting really good competition. But now I'm not picking him. I'm not going to pick him and then watch him lose. I'd rather pick him and be pleasantly surprised. Pick against him and be pleasantly surprised. Before Chandler, Tony wasn't washed. Yeah, so I guess it wasn't that bad of a take. Joey, are you excited to see Jones Stipe for the heavyweight title? No. I 100% agree that he can KO him. It goes either Tony dies or he KOs Patty. I could see him hurting Patty on the feet and then like Darcing him or something. What do you mean it aged like fine milk and now sour cream? Okay. I mean, he beat up Chandler in the first round. I think he would have beat, dude, how bad is Chandler? I think Tony might have beaten him if he didn't get caught with that big ass shot. But either way, I mean, that's the game of hypotheticals. That's the game of hypotheticals. Patty's just going to out-youth him just a little bit faster. Rangier. I think I give Tony maybe a 5% chance to win. He's done, boys. We got to let it go. Pause. Big pause. Joey, if there's a 10-second display of Tony teeing off on Patty, I'm turned. Dude, I would literally be the Randy Marsh meme if Tony finishes Patty. I love how in real life it takes about 2 seconds to suss out a casual from a hardcore fan of the sport. Very rare to find hardcores in the wild. Like, imagine if me and you ran into each other, Jackson. Like, imagine I don't have this YouTube channel. Imagine me and you ran into each other, right? We'd basically be, if we started talking about MMA, we'd basically be able to know we were both hardcores almost immediately. You know? It is very rare. I don't think I've ever randomly ran into a hardcore MMA fan ever. I don't think I've ever ran into a hardcore MMA fan ever. I don't know anyone that's as a hardcore of a fan as I am. I only know a couple casual fans. I was going to work on some videos tonight, but I think I'm going to go to sleep. I went to bed at like 5 a.m. last night, and I woke up at 8. Man, it fucking killed me. It killed me. UFC needs to stop pretending it isn't biased. Okay. I'd love Joe Biden's favorite fighter to get as much coverage as Colby. All right. Kara Parisian was the guy training with Ronda. That's why she was so good. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I have, with a coworker, he ended up being a Sean Strickland fanboy. Damn, that's horrible. That's horrible. I've only met other hardcores while waiting in line at the UFC events. I feel like half the people that go to events are casuals too, from when I went. I felt half the fans were casuals there. They don't know shit. Who is a bigger ducker, Colby or Islam? Islam's not a ducker at all. So, Colby. I have a coworker. Oh, yeah. I seen that. Joe, what are your political views? I don't have any political views. And Strickland is awesome. Strickland is literally corny as hell. He's like a little bit better version of Colby, essentially. In terms of, he's more of mentally ill than anything. So, yeah, most seats stay empty till halfway through the main card. Yup. I love how influencer are top supporting casual these days. I know. Dana, you have some job. Give me someone. Yeah, I think Islam will fight anyone. Strickland is just as corny as Colby. I think Strickland's a little bit better, but I think they're both very, very corny. Dricus will beat Hamzat now. I think Hamzat submits him in the first round. The same coworker offered me a spot on a podcast, but I just didn't like his opinions. Truth be told, I just couldn't stand the guy to want to be around him. Does he have the podcast? What's the podcast name? Let me look it up, bro. Let me look it up. You can message me privately if you don't want to put it in the chat. I want to go check it out. I want to go check it out and see what the podcast is doing. I feel like a lot of people start YouTube channels and then quit because they don't get the views they want. They don't realize it's a long game. All this Colby slander got to stop. Shut up, JJ. What do you think the weight difference will be between Pantoja and Royval in Fight Night? I have no idea. I feel like the worst matchup for Dricus would be Jarrett Cannonier, weirdly. I'll get you his podcast by the next live. I'm just curious to look it up. But yeah. Omar's the coworker. Shut up, Omar. You don't got a job. All you do is sit online and whine every fucking day. Say, I want to fight you. I drop you in your fucking head. I'd tombstone pile drive you. And then call you a bitch afterwards. And give you the people's elbow. I don't know what Andy's laughing about. I don't know what's so damn funny, Andy. I don't know what's so funny, Andy. You keep laughing, I will kick down your front door. I'll bring a bag of dog shit with me. And I'll break in your bedroom and make you stuff it in your pocket. I saw an article, if it's misconstrued, Islam just said he doesn't want to do rematch. Yeah, they're kind of misquoting him. He just said he would prefer not to have rematches. He would prefer to fight new contenders because everyone's going to say, oh, he's just beating the same guys. He's worried about his legacy. Yeah, I would kick in Andy's door. I'd have a bag of hot, steamy dog shit in a pickup bag. I'd throw it at him. I said, stuff it in your pocket or else. And he'd stuff it in his pocket. 100%. Gaethje has no BJJ. Islam wants it. Dude, Islam literally made Charles Oliveira look like he didn't have any BJJ. Stop acting like Islam's ducking anyone. Joe, do you believe Colby will lose based off the 35 curse? I think he'll lose based off the fact that he hasn't been fighting. And meanwhile, Leon Edwards has been training for the same style for 2.5 years. Caught another live. Yeah, we're actually about to end this one, my friend. We're actually about to end this one. So, that's the crazy part. That is the crazy part. Joe, is there any UFC fighter who isn't on social media? I have no clue. Literally the only reason you're safe is because I allow it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Gaethje deserves a belt around his waist because of what? For what reason? For what reason? Hey, Joe, you know the way Keith eats Marlboros like chips? That's how Armin eats him? Okay. Colby can win, but he won't, sadly. Hey, quick question. Can you please add fighters' faces to your prediction videos? I usually do for the big fight cards. It's just impossible to make side-by-sides, and I don't want ugly-ass tapology in my videos. I don't like ugly-ass tapology, so I'll do my best in the future. I would love if the UFC released like a updated picture pack of all the fighters, but they just don't, and it's hard to find some of the fighters' pictures. So, how many cigs do you think one ref smokes in a day? 1 million of them. 1 million of them. Smokes 2 packs. But listen, boys, I'm going to get out of here. Do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe immediately or else. Or else. Subscribe immediately or else. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. If you haven't watched them, I dropped 2 videos today. Top 3 reasons I love UFC 296. Who should be cut? And then also last night, I dropped my full card predictions, which I'll link in the chat. So here's my full card predictions. If you guys would do me a favor and go check them out, I would really appreciate it. Like the stream on your way out. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll be live on Wednesday at least. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. I got to work on some videos, but I'm actually probably not going to do it tonight Good night. Goodbye. I appreciate every single one of you for joining me, and I will talk to you later. And I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe this is my sacrifice, and I've created my own prison. Good night.